It's 11 questions on hockey from my friend Kyle Serra and the Trivia Tavern. This is Trivia with Buds. What it be? And welcome to another episode of the Trivia with Buds podcast. I'm your host, Ryan Buds. Thanks for checking out my show. Today is a rare episode of sports trivia, some hockey questions written by my friend Kyle Serra, who is a big fan of the sport of hockey, I imagine, since he came up with these questions. And he runs a little radio show called the Trivia Tavern, which you should check out. If you like trivia, just search the Trivia Tavern on Facebook. You'll find their Facebook page, and you can click like for all kinds of updates. He's doing lots of fun live games on the show, and he would love for you to check it out. That's Kyle Serra, Serra, and the Trivia Tavern. Hockey questions coming your way. We got 11 of them, just like I'm doing a round of my live trivia here on the show. And I'm not a huge hockey guy. I had a lot of friends who played hockey growing up. I was more of a basketball player myself because I was lanky and still kind of am. And my parents would never, ever pay for the pads. If I was like, hey, can I play hockey? They'd be like, how much is one pad? I'd be like $45. And they would just go, no, you can join speech team, which you already have all the equipment for, in your mouth, which is my voice in my voice box. And that's what I did. And that's what I did most of my high school career. Just joined speech team, competed on Saturdays, and hand me down 4 screen-colored suits for my brother Scott, and won some medals and T-shirts and tournaments and things like that. So that's what I did. Maybe you were on speech team. Maybe you listened to this show, and that's what we have in common. That would be very cool, and I would love to hear about your high school or college speech experience. We should do a whole trivia podcast on speech events, at least the ones in Illinois that I know off the top of my head. That would be kind of fun. Shout out to my friend Lindsay Johnson, who runs a great group of trivia players called the Inland Empire Pub Quiz Meetup Group. If you live in that area of the Inland Empire in Southern California, hit her up, find her on Facebook, and join the group. They're always looking for new members to come play trivia with them. And they invited me out the other night, and we had a ton of fun winning a big trivia night over at the Twisted Sage in San Dimas, California. Now, if you want to play trivia with me at live events, you can go to triviawithbuds.com. You can click around on my website, click on trivia locations, and see all the places you can play trivia or pop culture bingo with me pretty much every day of the week at this point. Some brand new locations include First Class Pizza in Riverside, California, every Saturday at 7 to 9 p.m., and my friends over at High Point Brewing will be hosting me every Sunday from 4 to 6 p.m. So 2 new brand new bingo shows for you to check out. And again, all that stuff's at triviawithbuds.com. All right, that's it for this quick intro. We're going to jump into 11 questions on hockey written by Kyle Serra and the Trivia Tavern right about now. Here we go. Here we go with some hockey trivia questions from Kyle Serra. Question number 1. What is the name of the trophy that is won at the end of each NHL season? Question number 1, nice easy one off the bat for maybe your non-hockey fans. I bet you could even guess this one like I could. Number 1, what is the name of the trophy that is won at the end of each NHL season? Question number 2, as of the 2018-2019 season, how many teams play in the NHL? How many teams play in the National Hockey League as of the 2018-2019 season? How many total teams in the NHL? Question number 3, when a player commits a penalty during a game, he is sent to the penalty box, also known by what rhyming nickname? What rhyming nickname do they call the penalty box? Number 3. Question number 4, what 1992 film stars Emilio Estevez as a district attorney who is forced to coach a Pee Wee hockey team as part of his community service? Number 4, what 1992 film are we talking about there where Emilio Estevez has to coach a Pee Wee hockey team? Number 4. Question number 5, halfway through this hockey quiz, when the United States defeated the Soviet Union at the 1980 Winter Olympics, sportscaster Al Michaels enthusiastically asked what question during the final seconds of the game? What do you think the answer is there? What was the sentence that he said when the U.S. defeated the Soviet Union at the 1980 Winter Olympics? Sportscaster Al Michaels enthusiastically asked what question during the final seconds of the game? Number 5. Question number 6, referencing their early years in the NHL, the Boston Bruins, the Chicago Blackhawks, the Detroit Red Wings, the Montreal Canadiens, the New York Rangers, and the Toronto Maple Leafs are collectively known as what? What are those teams collectively known as? Again, we have the Bruins, Blackhawks, Red Wings, Canadiens, Rangers, and Maple Leafs. Number 7, on December 4th, 2018, what U.S. city was granted a new NHL franchise set to begin play in 2021? What U.S. city is going to have a new NHL team set to begin play 2021? Question number 8. What 1977 film title shares its name with the term when a player shoots the puck as hard as he can? Number 8. What 1977 film title shares its name with the term when a player shoots the puck as hard as he can? Question number 9. True or false? A team can have more than 6 players on the ice at once during a game. Is that true or false? A team can have more than 6 players on the ice at once during a game. True or false? Question number 10. Which NHL team won the Stanley Cup in 2007, the first for the state of California? Number 10. Which NHL team won the Stanley Cup in 2007, the first for the state of California? And question number 11. This is the bonus question. Mike Eruzione. Mike Eruzione, the captain of the 1980 U.S. Olympic hockey team, hosted the pilot episode of what 1982 game show? What 1982 game show did he host? All right, those are your questions for some hockey trivia written by Kyle Serra and the Trivia Tavern. Thanks so much for listening to these and playing along. We'll be right back in just a second with the answers. All right, back with the answers to hockey questions. Number 1, what is the name of the trophy that's won at the end of each NHL season? That, of course, is the Stanley Cup, one of the most coveted trophies in sports, the Stanley Cup. Everybody kisses it and then probably gets sick. Number 2, as of the 2018-2019 season, how many teams play in the NHL? 31 teams, just like flavors at Baskin-Robbins and days in the month of March. The answer was 31. Number 3, when a player commits a penalty during a game, he is sent to the penalty box, also known by what rhyming nickname? The sin bin. Never heard that myself. The sin bin. Sounds like an adult toy store somewhere in the Inland Empire area of California. The sin bin. Number 4, what 1992 film stars Emilio Estevez as a district attorney who's forced to coach a Pee Wee hockey team as part of his community service? I always forget that that's a big part of the movie. Like the opening of the movie is that I think he got a DUI, and for community service, he has to coach these ducks known as the Mighty Ducks. The Mighty Ducks was the movie. They made 3 of them with Emilio. Number 5, when the United States defeated the Soviet Union at the 1980 Winter Olympic Games, sportscaster Al Michaels enthusiastically said, "Do you believe in miracles?" Which is that movie Miracle with Kurt Russell. Great movie. Almost 20 years old. About 15 years old already. 16? I think it came out in 2004, and 15 years. That's crazy. Great movie, and love it quite a bit. Kurt Russell in Miracle, and Miracle in real life. Number 6, referencing their early years in the NHL, the Boston Bruins, Chicago Blackhawks, Detroit Red Wings, the Montreal Canadiens, and the New York Rangers, and the Toronto Maple Leafs are collectively known as the Original Six. Not the Sinister Six, which would be found in the Spider-Man universe, but the Original Six. Number 7, on December 4th, 2018, what U.S. city was granted a new NHL franchise set to begin play in 2021? Seattle, Washington. That's what we're looking for there. Number 7, Seattle getting their own hockey team in just a couple of years. I'm excited. I hope you are too. Number 8, what 1977 film shares its name with the term when a player shoots the puck as hard as they can? Slap shot. Paul Newman. The Hanson brothers, is that their name? I forget. No, can't be Hanson, right? That's a band that did Mbop. What are their names? Is that with an H? Maybe it is Hanson. I don't know. But Slapshot, great movie. Really, really good. Number 9, true or false, a team can have more than 6 players on the ice during a game. That is false. Only 6 players are allowed, 5 skaters and 1 goaltender or goalie. Number 9, false. Number 10, which NHL team won the Stanley Cup in 2007, the first for the state of California? That's the Anaheim Ducks. Kyle, who wrote these questions, says, my team. So that's his team. He's a big fan. The Anaheim Ducks. And number 11, the bonus, Mike Erozione is the captain of the 1980 U.S. Olympic hockey team, and he hosted the pilot of Starcade back in 1982. The first ever episode of Starcade, he was one of the hosts. So there you go, Mike. And there you go, Kyle. Thank you, Kyle, for writing those questions and submitting them to the show. If you like trivia, check out the Trivia Tavern, hosted by my friend Kyle Serra. You will not be disappointed. He knows his trivia, and he runs a lot of game show nights around the Los Angeles area. If you like this show and you want to donate to it becoming bigger and better every day, go to patreon.com/triviawithbuds and throw a few bucks my way, and I'll throw a bunch of rewards and cool stuff your way, like t-shirts, books, postcards, you name it, and I'll send you some cool pop culture stuff. All that info is at patreon.com/triviawithbuds. Thank you guys so much for listening. Thanks for telling a friend, and we'll see you tomorrow for more trivia with me. Cheers.